Hello to everybody out there in the land of YouTube. My name is Jonathan McAdam. I am the owner, designer, creator of StArt's channel and StArt's brand. You can actually go check out my brand at www.startarts.com, StArtArtZ. I am a recovering addict. I've been in recovery for 8.5 years, and I'm basically just doing this YouTube channel to kind of, explain stuff that's on my mind, explain my struggles, kind of share with you guys little bits of information and knowledge that I have obtained over the past few years. Basically, what I want to talk about today is about rewriting who you think or thought you are. For myself, I've mentioned in other videos that I've grown up in guardianship, foster care, group homes, alcohol abuse, suffer with a lot of anxiety, and suffered with a lot of not believing that I was good enough, that I was unworthy of love, that I was not purposed, that basically what I was a product of drunken sex, and therefore what my life was meant to be was for me to live on the wild side, to get high, to do drugs, to get in trouble with the law, and just to live at the bottom, as opposed to owning the fact that I am the son of a spiritual God, a son of the God of creation. And so over the past few years, I've been trying to do what I can to rewrite the paradigm of who I thought I was, or what I thought I was supposed to become, and break through and break free from the cage of the disbelief and limiting beliefs into who I was. On a daily basis, I still struggle, right? I mean, there's not a day that goes by that, there's things in life that happened, and sometimes I still look back on my past, and I'm just like, and sometimes I look inside of myself and be like, hey, am I gonna be able to really generate this center? Am I gonna be able to really provide jobs, opportunity, and spiritual mentorship for others in recovery? Am I able to actually really make a difference in other people's lives? Because on a daily basis, all I want to do is I just want to keep on adding value. On a daily basis, I want to use all the trials and all the tribulations and all the struggles and pain and sorrow and darkness and shadows, and shame, I think I said, and guilt, and all those things that I've went through and that I've been and have overcome to a certain degree, you know, to come through and break through and be able to give and be an example of hope, right? To recognize that we are not our past. I am not my past. Ultimately, it just basically comes down to my choices and my perspective on how I can look back at things that have happened and rewrite the meaning to it. Yeah, I grew up in guardianship. Yeah, I grew up in foster care. Yeah, I grew up in abuse. Yeah, I got hit by cars. Yeah, I burned myself. Yeah, I was a deadbeat dad. Yeah, I was all those things, and all those things have happened. But do I sit back and do I become a victim to all of that? Or can I build strength from that? Can I build character from that? Can I use all those experiences to help somebody else, right? And I can't sit here and dwell, and we can't sit here and dwell on all the things that have happened in our lives that we have no control over anymore, right? And it's like they always say, it's like, we can't control the outer world and what happens into the outer world, but you can ultimately control how you respond in your attitude, towards everything that is happening. Or you can look at things as opposed to, again, being the victim. You become the victor to that, as opposed to looking at it as something that was terrible and traumatizing and, defeating. You look at it and you're like, okay, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What strength can this provide me, right? How can I use this to be better? How can I use this to help somebody else? How can I use my past, to be there for somebody, to help them get through potentially the same situations or kind of the same circumstances of what they're going through, and understand that we are not what happens to us, we are how we react to what happens to us, and it's the mindset, it's the perspective. I know that there's like 7.7 billion people in this world, on this planet. Therefore, there are 7.7 billion different perspectives, 7.7 billion different realities. I am my own separate reality. My thoughts and my beliefs and my life and my story and my journey is separate from yours, and yours is separate from me. But we all go through ups, we all go through downs, we all have love, we all have pain, and we all have our struggles and we all have our successes. So we may be different, we may have a different story, but ultimately, we're still all connected. And my struggle and my journey and story may not be exactly the same as yours, but to a certain degree, regardless, we still are going through the same struggles. We still have fear, we still have doubt, and we still have joy, and we still have happiness. And again, it's like, where do I want to focus my attention? Do I want to focus my attention on being and have been a deadbeat? I wasn't there for my daughter, for a long period of time. And, to a certain degree, that still hits me, right? But I can't dwell on that. I can only live for this moment. I can only live for this present time. We can only live for now, right? So every single day we have the opportunity to start again. If there's things in our life that we don't want to keep on doing, then we can stop. We can just choose to do something else. We can choose to give things different meanings. We can choose to change our perspective. Every single day we can choose to keep on doing the exact same things and live the exact same life, or we can choose to give things a different meaning, to step out of our comfort zones, to break down our old beliefs and replace old beliefs with new beliefs, to transform our thoughts, to transform our minds, to be renewed, to be refreshed. Today does not have to be the same as yesterday. Every single day that we wake up, I look at it as like opening a door. And then when I open that door, when I first open my eyes, it's a hallway. And the hallway has an infinite amount of doors that I could choose. But we get so caught up in going through the same doors and doing the same things that we go to the first door that we see and we open it and hey, it's the same shit. Or we could just walk to the 10th door, and recognize that door is going to lead us down a completely different path. It's going to transform our lives. It's going to transform the future that we have. If nothing changes, nothing changes. But that's basically my story today, and I hope you guys liked it. So subscribe to StArt's. Go check out my stuff on www.startarts.com. Here's one of my designs in collaboration with another artist. It's pretty freaking amazing, if you ask me. But I'm biased. And yeah, check out my Facebook, StArtz, StArtz. Also, you can check out Instagram, StArtz. And again, subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, and share the video, and do all those fun and exciting stuff. And recognize who you are today is not who you need to be tomorrow.